Create a program that allows a user to multiply any amount of numbers together. For example, the function call multiply234 would return 24 because 2 times 3 times 4 is 24. Test out a variety of different amounts of numbers. In our IDE, let's start with the function call, multiply234. We could also have multiply 3, 9, and the other one is 1, 7, 12, and 74. Multiply 1, 7, 12, and 74. All right, so if we start with the function calls, we can see we need our function, multiply, and we need to use the asterisk because there's a different amount of arguments every time. And we'll call it nums, colon. All right, so what we're going to want to do is multiply each of these together. Now, when these are sent to this function, they become a list called nums. So we can use for x in nums to iterate through the list. Now, we need something similar to sum. Usually we have sum equals 0, but this is multiplying. So we'll just call it the answer. And we can't set it equal to 0. Let's see what happens if we set it equal to 0. So answer, and we're going to multiply equals x. This will go through the list, multiplying each one by the answer, and at the end we can return answer. Now this isn't going to work because this is set to 0. Oh, and we don't have any print statements, so let's put all of these function calls inside of print statements so that we can see the answers. Oh, they're all zeros because we're multiplying. If we start out with 0, that would be 0 times 2, which is 0, times 3, which is 0, times 4, which is 0. So we actually, when you're multiplying, in this scenario, we need to set this equal to 1. Let's run it again. 24, 27, and 6,216. Now, these don't look exactly like this. Let's add some strings in here. 2 times 3 times 4 equals, then we're going to concatenate on the function call, which we have to wrap in str so that it's a string. We can put some spaces in here. All right, let's see how that looks. Hey, that looks great. All right, so I'm just going to do that for the other two. 3 times 9 equals, then concatenate a string of that function call here. So we call the function, then it returns the answer. The answer is converted into a string so that we can concatenate it. All right, and here we have 1 times 7 times 12 times 74 equals, and there we go.